Hey guys, and again in this replay I'm showing you the replay from other player, and in this one it's from Zuka, and he's driving his FV215b tier 10 British heavy tank, and it's highway. They're on the south side. It's also matchmaker, only 3 tier 10s, and RT 4 tier 10s, 3 tier 9s, and rest tier 8s. So it was pretty good matchmaker. He was going. He wanted to go for the city in the start, but then, as you can see, nobody's going to the city. Only Tiger, him, and his platoon mate. So he decided to go back because they had two E5s, I7, ST1, Tiger 2, T34, IS3. So yeah, they would probably die really fast in the city. So it was a smart decision to go back and to go to the north side of the map. And let me see, like, who could also go to the city in this case? That's the problem. Usually I'm using free camera now, just so you know. He's not using some fucking aimbots and stuff. I turned on a free camera so I can point to the tanks. This FE tier 10 TD, decent armor. He could go to the city. He didn't. He decided to go for the middle of the map. T10 tier 9 heavy. He was supposed to go to the city. He went to the medium side. IS3 and Tiger 2 are camping on J1. Yeah, they're in a platoon, so of course they're going to camp together on RT spot. Smart decision. And also Zuka and his FE and his platoon mate, they both started going for the city as soon as they saw. Okay, I turned on back the fixed camera so you can see where he's aiming. And as I said, Zuka and his platoon mate, they started going for the city, but as soon as they saw they're going there alone, of course they decided to go back and go with the lemming train. Of course that is always the better option. Like, if you see entire team going on the one side and only 2 or 3 of you going to the other, better join the rest of the team, because if you go alone you will die like 99%. You will do maybe 2 shots, you won't contribute to the winning, and just stay back, go with the lemmings, and that's the only thing you can do. And yeah, let's see. So they had no scouts, the enemy team had no scouts in the middle, so he was free to move on the open map. I mean, right in the open. He's going to try to hit this guy, I guess, yeah. And the FE, like, this tank is awesome. And if I wasn't lazy, I would start grinding for the FE, but I'm too lazy to do that. So I will probably never have this tank in my garage. I tried it on the test server and it's amazing. The accuracy, the reload time, yeah, it's 7 seconds reload time. So for a heavy tank, that is more than enough. More than enough. Yeah, he had blind shot here. I mean, it was not blind shot here, the tank was out of the range distance, but it didn't count in the mod, I think. So yeah, that was one more shot for him. Tiger 2 moving on the open. Tiger 2 is a perfect target. Like, no armor. I mean, it's not no armor, but for tier 10 that tank is like no armor at all. So let's see. Right now they had almost everyone attacking the enemy base, and the enemy tier 10 tanks were in a good position, because D5s are cooled down there. They're playing cooled down. The I7 is playing like on this little ridge on the rails, and he's also playing cool down. So yeah, the enemy had decent positions for defending. The Zuka's team, they didn't have to worry about their base, because for some reason, I mean, it's not, what the fuck, it's a thing you don't see often in randoms, because usually when the team is playing on the east side of the map. I mean, if you're in the team, if a team is playing on the north side, on this gap, and they push the city, usually everybody keeps moving on the base, or they spend the entire game here while the enemy is capping the base. But in this case, the enemy team was a bit smarter, and as soon as they saw their base is going to be under attack really fast, the tier 10s went back, they defended the cap, which is not something you can see that often in randoms. And Zuka was in a problem here, because the T-34, the IS-3, the ST-1, they are all shooting him. Yeah, they are penning him quite easy, because the FV armor is okay, but not that great. So yeah, he was kinda in a crossfire here. He needs to kill this T-34 as soon as possible, and then he can focus either on ST-1 or IS-3, but the IS-3 was already... let me see. Yeah, the button was attacking the IS-3, so the IS-3 is not going to be a problem anymore. Just need to kill this guy, and then he can focus more on attacking the enemy. And now he was left on one shot pretty much, because he was one shot to the ST-1, he was one shot to the IS-7, not for E5s, but still for this guy and for the IS-7. Yeah, the IS-3 is dead, and like, let's see, again, the E5s defended the cap. His platoon mate was here alone, and the IS-7 was the IS-7, if he was any smart, he would have been a like great problem, because he was on 1.7k HP, the E5 was 1.5, and you will see, and okay, he just bounced the IS-7, but like, look at this E5 almost full HP, I mean to 1.5k damage, and the IS-7 was almost full HP. So if those two guys just decided to go in, kill the Zuka, he was on one shot to the IS-7, so if they just took one or two shots, doesn't matter, to kill him, they would maybe win, probably, because he was killing them here so hard. Like, he's cooled down here, he's shooting E5's hedge. He's panning every shot, of course, because he's shooting APCR. He ran out of the AP. And yeah, that IS-7 is also going to die. Exactly. And so far, he had 8k damage. I mean, he had one or two blind shots. Yeah, he had two blind shots. One was on the lightweight, I think, and the other on the bulldog. So he had 9k damage so far, and 9.4 and 9.6, I think. Okay, 9.5. But yeah, 5 kills. Okay, so 5 kills, 9.5k damage. It was awesome game. He lost lots of HP when he was engaging the T-34, because the I-3 was shooting his sides. T-34 was spanning his front easy, because T-34 gun is awesome. And E5, yeah, E5 shot him also once. But yeah, he lost lots of HP when engaging the T-34 and IS-3, but still he managed to kill the T-34. I think the T-34 was full HP, so he killed him from full HP to 0 HP in this game. So he got Brothers in Arms, because his platoon mate also got 3 kills. Of course, Ace Tanker 5 kills. Not Top Gun, unfortunately, but it was still awesome game. And yeah, that will be pretty much it for this video. As I said, the enemy made a mistake, because the IS-7 and E5, if they just grouped up and go, like, only IS-7 just go over, take a shot, doesn't matter, kill the FV, and it would be much easier for them. But they decided to stay down there. They were in a crossfire from tier 8s over there, FE to TD, but the FE was shooting AP, I think, so he even bounced one of those guys, not really sure which one, but still. If they just went over to kill the Zuka, it would be much easier for them, but they decided to stay here in a crossfire and just received lots of shots. So that would be all for this video, guys, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.